You may be aware of a new Pixar movie currently wowing audiences around the world.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. I haven't read the script.
Okay, fine. It's Lightyear.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that's great. I know.
It is the fantastic origin story behind the beloved Toy Story character, Buzz Lightyear. Now, as you may have heard, there's already been some buzz
Oh, yes.
about a few LEGO Lightyear happenings, like these very special sets here in front of us now. Take a look at them. And who better to take us behind the scenes and give us an insight into his creative process than the actual director of Lightyear and self-confessed LEGO building obsessive, Angus MacLane.
Yes, Angus not only uses Lego bricks to help design his movies, but he also relaxes by undertaking epic Lego builds and wearing casual sport coats.
That's what he does, and he's even designed Lego sets. That is how much he loves the brick. He is here to explain how he uses Lego elements in his epic storytelling adventures.
As a kid, we would huddle around a piece of paper and would argue about how to make spaceships cool, how many lasers to add to them, or extra wings, or features that would make a spaceship awesome. And as a filmmaker, that's what I've tried to do with this film. The ultimate goal is just trying to make a movie that at the end of it you go, oh, that was awesome.
My name is Angus MacLane, and I am the director of Lightyear. I've been at Pixar since 1997, and I've been directing at Pixar since 2008. When I'm not making a film, I build with Lego bricks. It's a way to unwind, and it's a way to work in a physical world, whereas usually I work in a virtual world. Every artist has a list of rules that they'd like to follow. Here are 3 principles I tend to stick to when building with Lego bricks or working on a movie. You want to tell a story that the audience is excited about and they can relate to. I get excited about small details that combine to form a larger whole.
And I regret having joined you.
Those details, they're actually really similar to Lego bricks. And you think about each Lego element as an idea. You can combine those ideas in an infinite number of ways to produce an unusual or pleasing result. Oftentimes, the part of your brain that wants to create something, the engineer side, is maybe separated from the storytelling side. And so for me, I'm always trying to balance between those 2 things. A solid engineering design and also a clear story. Because a clear story is always going to be more valuable than a solid build. The audience is in love with the film for the characters, not the polish. The idea of simplicity is often dismissed as not sophisticated, when oftentimes the reverse is true. Because the simplicity often hides all of the paths not taken. To me, there's a boldness that I enjoy about boiling a concept or a design down to its simplest and clearest elements. Lego bricks can be really visually busy with the amount of studs, and it can be visually simple when you hide the studs, and that's similar to filmmaking. You're just always making choices to direct the audience's eye and their attention. Trial and error is really important, and it's one of the keys to our process here at Pixar. Your first instinct is often right for the idea, but the execution may be wrong, and that's usually what we find. The movie we made is very much from a core sensibility, and I'm directing yes, no on things, but if it didn't work, people will tell you, but you need to actively seek out that feedback, and it's painful. It's painful to hear that you didn't get it right the first time, but you never do. And if you do, then that's not talent, that's just luck. And the trial and error is what gets you to the right answer. The easiest prototyping tool you can use is Lego bricks. Very quickly you can have something, and it's a way to communicate ideas. And I specifically use Lego bricks in developing Lightyear to kind of experiment with broad shapes. It was really quick and dirty, like I just want to shape like this, blah. And so I was using it as a prototyping tool to get those ideas across to my team. And eventually we did used some of those builds when we worked with the LEGO group for some of the product. I've always been interested in telling stories and creating worlds, and I think it's something that we all do as children, but it's something I'm fortunate enough to keep doing as an adult. Tell a story, keep it simple, and building is rebuilding.
Nice.
Yeah.
Angus.
Tell a story, keep it simple. Building is rebuilding. It's just brilliant advice. And like Angus, are you doing the job that you wanted to as a kid, Joel?
I'm hosting LegoCon in Denmark. I'm in a
Hello.
brick right now. Yes, it's going great.